There it is. So, here's my plan. And now, obviously, there's going to be handling noise because I'm just holding this, but the goal is to basically take this really dookie water. And that's not what I'm talking into right now. Right now, I'm talking to my SE-V7. But, yeah, you know what? That's it. The goal is to take the SE-V7, shove it in front of a studio monitor, and do that frequency response sweep shit. Make a curve of it, and then EQ match the XM8500 to it. And then I'll just release that. I'll post it in my server somewhere. And then, yeah. I'm curious if we do that, if I EQ match the XM8500 to the SE-V7 good enough, if I can just use my usual preset on it, and it'll just work. So that's what we're gonna try. You should turn it down, or I'll turn it down for you. It's cool, but I'm just gonna take ProQ and toss it at the start and get ready to EQ match this fucking thing. Turn off the little snowflake. And I'm gonna make it to where it's not really, sorta, yeah. EQ matching can turn any mic into any mic. Not necessarily, but I mean, I've had some pretty insane results. And with how similar these microphones are, it shouldn't be that hard to get them to be pretty identical. You'll see. I don't know. I've done this. There's a lot of handling noise with this. That's the only problem from the XLR cable. So maybe I'll set it up on an arm. I'm not sure. You like the thumbnail? You remember you made that? It's so fucking bad. Yeah, a lot of handling noise here. So I'm just gonna hold it steady. You can see I got this this camera here for the way I'm gonna do it. If you look, I'm just gonna hold it in what I think is the same spot and hope for the best. It should be fine, dude. Frequency responses aren't really crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna take this frequency sweep here, which, I'm gonna fuck me. I'm gonna have to put a limiter on because like this is gonna destroy y'all's ears. So I'll just do that now. I'm gonna sound really fucking. Actually, you know what I can do? Just hit it with one of these bad boys right here. And hit this with one of these. And I'll be quiet for you, but I mean it's gonna be necessary. So I'm gonna hit EQ match. I'm just gonna pause that because we're not doing it yet. I'm gonna get this ready to play. And then I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna try to position it. If you can see my camera here, there's a tweeter there, and just the general like rest of the speaker. I'm gonna try to get it kind of in between those, about 3 or 4 inches away from it, and I'm gonna do that with the XM8500 as well, and we'll just see how it goes. So we'll save that as a V7, which I already have one. Not sure why. So we now have that. And then I'm going to unplug, switch over to the xm8500 processing. And we're going to plug into that instead. And then we're going to EQ batch it. And so this is how this sounds. Not good. Don't expect it to be very good. I'm going to select V7 as the reference. And I'm going to position this in a... I'm going to restart the recording first. I'm going to check my fucking text. Got a text on my phone, my bad. You know what, honestly, with this processing, it doesn't even sound that bad, but I want it to be V7, dude. If I can get this to sound like the V7, it'd be great. Yeah, I'm just gonna do the exact same thing, position it the exact same way, and hope for the best. It's about there. Yeah, about there. Okay. So there's that. And now I'm gonna put my headphones on. I'm gonna get it to where I can hear me. I'm gonna turn off the chain there, and then I'm gonna click match, and we will see if it does it sound like my V7 now? Does it sound like it? You know what? It's not too. Hold on. Let's try this. Let's unplug the xm8500 and plug into the V7. So this is the V7, and I can hear there's a lot more handling noise on this. And there's also a fucking EQ match on it. No wonder it sounds so weird. So here's how the V7 sounds with nothing, you know, like crazy. It's just my usual preset. And I'm going to say sentences. The quick brown fox got shot in the street because he was brown, and America's racist. And then we switch to the xm8500 and say the quick brown fox got shot in the street because, you know, America's racist and he's brown. And you know what? If we turn that off, yay. That's not far off. I'm gonna turn off the processing entirely. And so here is an example of the xm8500 at 63 FPS. And I can turn it off and it sounds like this, and turn it back on. And then we'll switch to the V7. And then here's the Drive V7. And you know what? The handling noise on this is a lot more. I can hear more low end as well. So I might manually add that. But as a baseline, I think this is pretty much it, right? Am I bugging? What do you think? Does this sound like an SE-V7? I mean, if I were to talk into this right now, because this is the XM8500 right now, if I were to talk into this, I feel like nobody would know that it's an XM8500. You know, especially like if I turn the EQ match back off and switch to like the preset that I was using. This is I don't know. I think I pretty much got it. God, this thing looks so so fucking gnarly. You know what I'd like? Fuck. What I'd really like to do is get another XLR cable plugged in and have these side by side. I think that would be a good idea. I'm gonna go grab another XLR cable. Take back what I said. I forgot I only have one inline preamp. So it'll never sound the same. Yeah, this is pretty close though. Let's do a recording real quick. Just to get it. And Audacity, like all great audio engineers. Here's an example of the EQ matched and processed XM8500. And here's an example of the, obviously not EQ matched because it's just an SE-V7, but the SE-V7 with my usual processing on it. We'll hear the difference there. Here's an example of the EQ matched and processed XM8500. And here's an example of the, obviously not EQ matched because it's just an SE-V7, but the SE-V7 with my usual processing on it. Here's an example of the EQ matched and processed XM8500. And here's an example of the, obviously not EQ matched because it's just an SE-V7, but the SE-V7 with my usual processing on it. I don't know, bro. I think that might actually just be dead on, dude. Let me try it in my arm, so there's no handling. Okay, so here is the should I do a blind thing? Should I go in my Discord and just have people guess which is which? I think that would be a good thing. Let's do that. Let's switch over to my Discord and do a little A and B. What's going on, Marcio? There's a weird high frequency. You hear that? That might be telling. Sorry you missed all the fun, Mr. Camp Marcio. I don't know how you pronounce that. I think I'm just about done with this idea. I think I pretty much, it only took a few minutes, and I think I pretty much got it. I think I know why there's noise. It's from my fucking keyboard lights. This XM8500 is super susceptible to RFI. But $20 dynamic, I guess that's what I expect. I can't get this fucking cable tied on Velcro. I'm the man. Thank you, Marcio. I'm glad that my videos help you. Obviously, join my Discord and I can help you like that too. Dude, why is Velcro so fucking, like, is it baby proof? Am I retarded? Baby proof Velcro is a thing, right? Like, it must be, because I'm unable to use Velcro. The VOD. Yeah, I'll probably end it soon. I've only been doing this for Wow. It only took 17 minutes, roughly 15, I guess, if you count the random other shit. It really only took like around 15-ish minutes to EQ match the mic. It's pretty good. So yeah. Hey, if you had to guess, Marcio, I don't know if you watched any of this. What microphone would you guess I'm talking on right now? With, you know, just like you listening, not looking at any potential evidence on my screen. I can turn the camera off now too. I guess I don't know. I think this sounds really good, if I'm being honest. But yeah, I'm going to end the stream. And I'm going to go do a blind A and B in my Discord and have people determine which one they think is which. So yeah, thanks for watching. And if you go and join my Discord, if you're not already in there, it's just discord.gg/loopit. I'll post this in fuck. I'll post this in there. Save xm8500 to V7. And so now if you guys have a fucking V7 or an XM8500 and you want it to not sound like fucking dog shit right out the gate, then you can use this. And it's great. It sounds like a V7. And the V7 just sounds amazing right out the gate. I love it. Full-time XM8500. I'll just fight. Honestly, yeah, I could. So here's the V7 in the mount. And yeah, you know what? This has more of a proximity effect. So if I sit a little further back from it, probably sounds a lot more like the XM8500. I guess I could get closer to the XM8500, but or just add more low end to it. I don't know, but yeah, there's that. Thanks for tuning in.